this is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around.
For the record, hang on.
Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you.
For the record, I want to state that I do not think that Sam... Okay, here's the thing. I think that whether or not Sam killed him depends on player choice. Depending on what you do, retroactively decides whether or not he killed Dennis or not. That's what I think.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
A gun? Do you own a gun?
Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury. But I need more to go on. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go?
There we go.
The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. There's nothing useful in those drawers. Dennis had his gun on him at the wake. The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's. Sam, stop it. Come back to reality.
God fucking damn it.
You didn't do anything. Dennis was already dead when you arrived, can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it?
By taking his gun.
All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained.
You don't know that though.
Think about it, Sam. Calm down and think.
And that's not me. That's not me trying to like get to him a clean or like a dirty conscience thing. That's just being practical. Like there's a chance that he did in fact kill Dennis, and if he did kill Dennis, then he needs to finish all this shit. Otherwise, he's fucked.
You're right. I can see it.
Because if you used,
I have the complete picture now.
if you used Dennis's gun to kill him, then then your fingerprints will be all over it. And you already sort of confessed to some extent to what's-her-face. Who the fuck just has their goddamn gun sitting on the desk like that? I get that it's his, but like that's so irresponsible. Okay, never mind, it wasn't him. Oh shit.
The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead.
That's true now.
Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole.
Irresponsible
No.
fuck.
I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis.
Someone he trusted.
I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
By the way, a few things too right here. One, he knew the guy who killed him, because otherwise he wouldn't have given him the firearm. And then here's another thing too. When I made the irresponsible comment about the firearm on the desk, that no longer really applies. Because he was expecting somebody to come around and have to pull a gun on him, even if it was just as a warning, so. Mary Gardner, Frank Gardner. Going to be home very late tonight, sorry. I need to make an asshole understand how the world really works. I won't be able to make it for breakfast, but there's some waffles in the freezer and should be some... Oh, and that's when he got interrupted. Okay. Well, what the hell now? Inbox.
Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. Someone was watching.
I didn't think I'd hear from you again. If you're willing to talk, I'm willing to listen. I can make the meet it tomorrow. Nick Waldron. And they are directly connected.
Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out.
Or did it? From Nick. Reply, curiosity. Hey, Walt. Sorry to disappoint, but I decided to drop the story. It turned out I got into a dead end after all. Better luck next time, I hope. Nick Waldron, March 25th. Object, curiosity. Dear Nicholas, I hope you had a pleasant trip. You mentioned last week that you were on the brink of a big story. Things on our side have been rather lackluster, I'm afraid. I was hoping maybe you could like to share this old owl, what you have up your sleeve. Walter Dodson. Tell you what, the way these guys do email is very casual compared to my last workplace. When it came, like when we did email, dude, it had to be very formal.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office.
Ooh.
And check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on.
So Nick was murdered. Joan was right.
Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around.
Well, that's fantastic, but I don't know which one is Nick's. And there's no clear indication. Oh, never mind. There's a clear indication. Oh my god, everybody's updated. I told her everything about Dennis. The fight, the blood on my shirt. She took it better than I thought. She's worried, but she didn't freak out. Maybe things would have been different if I had learned to confide in her before. Well, if you didn't learn to confide in her before, then I gotta say that she was right in turning down your marriage proposal. Because if you can confide in somebody who's gonna be your fucking wife, then you shouldn't be married. Frantically trying to solve Dennis' murder only made things worse. I realized I had to take a different approach. Calm down first, analyze second. Dennis. Dennis is dead, shot to death at his desk. Well, I mean, yes, but that also implies that he was, like, shot repeatedly. He often pissed off a lot of people, but who would do this? And why? Apparently, Dennis used his IT privileges to read people's emails. He knew Nick was investigating something. Is this why he was killed? Walter. Walter's thinking about retiring? I'll believe it when I see it. Joan. Why do I see so much of myself in that kid? Questioning, right. Questioning, relentless, lonely, inquisitive. Inquisitive means questioning. It's just the word that I prefer to use. I wish I could prove it to her that she's wrong about everything. Her dad, Basswood, her life being a dead end. If only. Well, here's the thing, bro. She's a motherfucking child. That's also why I said, though, dude, like, physically she's a child, but dude, mentally she's, like, above that, but at the same time she's trying to deal with shit that she shouldn't be dealing with. Like, she's precocious, and I feel like her precociousness works against her. I gotta say, though, that she's wrong about everything. I... Honestly, I got two friends who say that about each other all the time, but I can't mention why they say that about each other because that would break one of my two rules. Let's see. In case you're curious about what my two rules is, one the one one there are two topics I don't talk about here. One has starts with three letters POL. I hope you can guess what the rest of it is. And then the other one is three letters. The first three letters are REL. Hope you can guess what that one is too. I don't talk about that shit. And I talk about why two friends I have disagree with each other about everything. I would have to talk about the POL one. Let's see. Joel and the boys are still out for blood, as if I didn't have enough on my plate. They are clearly planning to celebrate Miner's Day by breaking my nose. I don't have time for distractions now. Well, to be fair, for what good it did do that you exposed the whole mining thing, you did fuck over their entire like livelihood. You can't exactly be upset. Yes, inspect the desk. Missing what? Oh?
Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work, or stolen?
I'd err on the side of stolen.
The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Nick, Anna, and me.
I mean, I guess I don't know why I would take it, but okay. Leave it. I don't see any reason to take that. If I'm wrong, but I don't see any reason to take it. Oh? I left you some pepperoni rolls in the fridge, don't work too late. Who the fuck eats pepperoni rolls? Like, by themselves. Let's see. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything else I can really... There is. Never mind.
If I had the code, I could get in here.
1312, right? Hang on. Let me verify what the thing was. I think it's the thing right here. Oh, 3121. I don't know why you would just leave your code out like that, but okay.
What were the odds?
Like, very easy.
Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation?
Because it was all stolen along with his laptop. I mean, his code was just sitting there. Unemployment skyrocketed after the mine closed. Very normal. Flattened out in the last year or so. On the rebound, numbers looking good. Trend or outlier, need more data points. Oh, what is this? Name of passenger, Nick Waldron to Florida train. Oh, okay. Vacation, I see. 1:27, 8 p.m. with D Twitchy guy. Might have something useful. Oh! 5 p.m. Second meeting with D. This is actually something. Assuming he's not full of crap. Always wants to meet in spooky spots. Maybe he's seen too many movies. A month later. 10 a.m. with D. Had to buy him breakfast and said we couldn't meet anymore. Seems like a dead end. Thought I'd lost him. Glad he's open to talking again. Oh, okay. That's about it, though.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something. Or someone.
Someone.
Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big.
Yep, he was murdered.
Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. What was he looking for?
I don't know, but I'm about done with this part.
What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. It's possible Walter missed something. Could be worth checking his office.
No shit. Cupboard, nothing in there. What about the diary, though? It gave me the option to view the diary earlier. Oh, that's just to make sure you can see the code better. Gotcha. I'm willing to assume this is Walter since he's the only desk left. Or is it not? No? Well, that's still Dennis. Oh, no, Walters would be the big old... Yeah, this is Walters. I don't know why his door was just open. Actually, I do, because the killer came through.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place.
Harsh
Walter
desire.
was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office.
I mean, isn't that what how everybody chooses their passwords?
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
You know what, dude? You know, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Here's the thing. I don't care to look for clues as this password. So straight up, I'm gonna cheat and I'm just gonna look it up. I mean, fuck it. I don't, because I don't care for looking for clues as password. And this isn't Life is Strange. If I fail it too many times, it's just done. Would you look at that? Apparently his password is Basswood.
And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter.
Which is exactly what he already looked up, so I didn't even have to even really look into anything. Sent. Let's see. Bess Mitchell. Bess, I wanted to extend my greatest thanks again for your help. You are a scholar and a saint. It looks like I was worried unnecessarily regardless. Thank you for putting my mind at ease, Walter Dodson. Huh? Hey, hun. Here's a report on Nick's crash. You haven't asked for one of these in a while. Nothing all that interesting in here. Just another sad day by the roadside. West Virginian roads take more good sons than guns do. Best Mitchell, Chief of Police.
Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
Details of investigation. Nicholas Waldron, Red McCumming. Narrative. Car found against a tree surrounded by debris. Fire started at or after impact and burned out with Nicholas Waldron in the driver's seat. Skid marks and other traces suggest the driver was startled by an animal and exited the road at high speed. Driver most likely inebriated in some form.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open.
Oh? 2 out of 3. Airbags deployed, seatbelt was not on, windows were rolled up. Driver probably drunk and forgot the belt. The fire burned out a small area around the car but did not spread. Unknown if driver was alive at time of crash, but if so, did not survive the fire. Blunt force trauma, smoke inhalation, or burns are all possible causes of death. Oh.
The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes.
Details, there are no details. Huh. So fishy shit surrounding Nick's
Walter
death.
got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him.
But does sound like you.
His seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do.
Purposefully botched police job, maybe? I gotta say though, this is a good little mystery thriller thing so far. Different style. I think that's it. What's next? Search Walter's death. Oh, that's it. I guess I'll exit.
So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Basswood isn't the safe, sleepy town it once was. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening?
Motherfuck.
Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna,
Is
listen
he...
to me. Anna, I did not kill Dennis.
Oh my god, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this.
No shit.
That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene.
No
And
shit.
you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point.
Yeah, she does.
Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving
Sooner
the
than
police
later.
would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You've already trusted Anna once. I suggest you keep on that road.
I agree with Blondie there. Call the cops, leave right. Honestly?
Okay. But not that phone. Use one of the landlines here and don't leave your name.
You remember I'm a journalist, right? I know how to keep things confidential.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You trusted me before. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'll call the cops from here so they can't track us.
Ooh, a
Right.
partner in crime. See, this worked out very well. I must say I'm satisfied with my decision making
are.
so far.
It barely looks like anything happened.
It's been a week, but we'll find something. I know we will.
Is it okay if I stay here? I don't think I'm ready to...
Sure. I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember. Especially how you always end up being right, somehow.
It's called blasé.
I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me neither. This is the place.
Crash site. I'll tell you one negative eye about this game. It has nothing to do with the story or the gameplay. It's one of the technical aspects of it, and it's the sound design. Most sounds sound fine.
Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this.
The
First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts.
no shit,
That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
no shit. But the dialogue sounds fine. The regular like SFX sound fine, all that. But the soundtrack is loud as hell unnecessarily compared to everything else. Like the only other game I can think of that has this bad of a sound design problem was Sonic Adventure 2, and that was from back in like 2002. Because that game also had a really bad sound problem. It also had a really bad dubbing problem.
Maybe Nick tried to avoid this long. It's a bit far from the road.
Yeah, I doubt it. But one clue is analyzed now.
Two of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that?
Likely.
The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far.
Well, I mean, it was obviously staged.
That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs. No skid marks, no trace of sudden braking.
Well, I'll tell you this. When you actually, like, if a regular journalist can sit here and spot all the inadequacies of this, well, not attempted, of this, surreptitious murder, then, either the police are very incompetent, which honestly with Declan at the front of the force, I wouldn't doubt if they are, or some of the police are in on it.
The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road. These road signs are intact. Not a scratch on them.
Because you didn't hit it, he went off right here. I think that's about it from here though. Oh? No, yeah, that's about it. Wait, can I go down here? Yep, excellent. Oh, did he fall? Wait, where did he land? Oh, he stopped at the tree.
The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area. The bark got badly burnt. Must be where Nick crashed.
Any more clues, though? Let's see. I mean, there are more clues, but where are they? Oh!
Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the police as part of this on sheer incompetence. Oh.
A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it leaking fuel?
Seems like it. KKK, that's good. Like, Jesus Christ, can you just...
Nick took this turn every day. It shouldn't have surprised him. That's all the information I need. Time to put everything together.
Indeed. I love how his
The
shirt
report
changes.
states Nick was driving under the influence of alcohol.
Although I'm pretty sure they would need to
He
know
was
that.
startled by an animal. And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree. Things don't add up. I need to find out what really happened.
Yeah. Well, clearly not that, since those things are broken down. Honestly? No, I'm gonna go with none again. Oh. You gotta say, I like these little segments where it's like you get to I like these. Actually, there we go. Let's see. Yep, fits perfectly. So he was dosed with something.
How could the signs have burned during the crash then?
Oh, never mind then. Leaking fuel. Let's say... What if it was just already on fire?
Only
There
one
we go.
simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong.
I gotta say, despite the sound problem, I do enjoy this game. So John was right.
I thought you quit.
I did. So, did you find anything?
Yes.
Nick, he was murdered. I'm sorry, the police report was clearly wrong.
Fucking...
Anna?
Here, just...
What? Was the
Joe, it's
police?
Sam.
Where's
Oh.
Anna? Is she okay?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's right here. She's just a bit busy.
I need her to come back immediately. There's been a break-in at her place.
Oh shit.
What? Are you all right? What happened?
I wasn't there when it happened. Just arrived. Called the police, then called my daughter.
We're on our way. Someone broke into your house.
So much for the quaint little non-crime related town of Basswood. Anna's property.
Okay, so, about Dad. Don't tell him what we found. Please. It'd just worry him for no reason.
Alright.
How are you holding up? After finding out what we found out.
I'm
What you
guessing
found
about
out.
as well as you. Not great. Let me go calm my father down. I'm pretty sure he's ready to call the National Guard.
Anna, maybe give her a few moments with Joe before you barge in. Also, take a few moments for yourself as well. You used to live here, and now some other guy,
Oh.
Nick, of all people, was living here. With her. Things are different. She's different. You're different. I think I can handle this. Hopefully. Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you can never go home again.
Now I gotta say though, despite the way he seems to be with Anna, it says something that she like automatically just kind of
Last time
believes
I
him.
was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all.
Yep.
It's
Gazebo.
fine,
Oh,
Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. I'm at the doctor's more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
Oh. Crazy deal. You know, I'm gonna do that one. Neutral.
Well, I mean, this is a real crazy day we're having, huh, Joe?
I knew you wouldn't be any help. You always let her walk all over you.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just belly aching. It's your house. Your rules. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger.
Real quick, I have a problem with this plot-wise. I know the whole thing is for the game, because she said, don't tell him, now he's saying told me, but that's way too specific. Like, he has no logical reason to believe that she would be in any danger. I mean, that's not true. He does, because she got her house broken into. But, like, to lead to that kind of conclusion just like that, that's jumping the gun a bit.
I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt.
I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen.
He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him.
And what if I can't keep that promise?
Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
I agree with that guy again. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. In real life, I do not like making promises I can't keep. Or potentially can't keep. But I'll tell you what, this is a game. Fuck it.
I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
You can't blame me for looking after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing.
How am I patronizing?
I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
And he's your dad. If you expect him not to be protective, then you don't know dads. Shit, I barely know dads, and yet I know that.